But yeah, that'd be great. I got, everybody I called was obviously very willing.
Yeah, mom's pretty good of some kind, she said, so.
Very willing to do stuff, so.
Yep. And John is off all day.
Okay,
He
good.
has to come home.
Yeah, I know, I told Ron, you and John
Yeah, that's what I
are
said.
gonna be our muscle men
That's
for
what I
us.
said.
We need you.
I said, you're taking the day off, right? We
So, and I'm like, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm starving. And I can't eat all, I mean, I have jello at home. I can't eat today because I'm having a procedure tomorrow.
Oh, no.
So,
You can't eat all day?
yeah, I have to fast, just
All day?
liquids all day. It's a colonoscopy, so I have to.
Oh, you have to take the, do you have to drink that magic
Uh-huh.
stuff?
Not till 7 o'clock tonight though.
Oh my God.
But I still can't eat. Yeah, but jello. I made myself a box, a big bowl of jello.
Yeah.
And so I had some for breakfast, have some for snacks, some for lunch.
Sometimes it takes a while before that, like Jean's had colonoscopies,
Yes.
and sometimes it takes a while for the
Yeah.
liquid to go through.
So you're just up all night.
Yeah.
So the cup is better than it used to be.
It is better because
But-
it used it was at,
But-
this is one and only I've ever had.
I know, well, I had two in the last one. I woke up and I told the doctor I'm never doing that again.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm not doing that
I
again.
know my oncologist said, I can't believe you're 67 years old and have never had. I said, I'm a good,
Yeah.
I don't know, stay away from the doctor thing.
The redirector, they talk about it.
Yes, I just never talked about it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I told my doctor, I'll do that Cologuard thing, but I'm not doing that colonoscopy again. So,
yeah, okay. I've had the endoscopy, I had to have that once.
Yeah,
Yeah, that wasn't horrible, but
yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing this again. But you're right.
The prep is just,
Yeah, you're right. It's
so
better.
inconvenient.
Yeah, it'll be good. I told Ron, gotta get all our errands run by noon, because that's when you start
Yeah.
taking the
And then
4
you really
tablets.
cannot go anywhere
And
for a
then I
while.
really can't go anywhere after I take those 4 tablets in
Yes.
And then you start drinking at 7.
At 7, I know Jean was laughing when he had to do it because the liquid or whatever that you mix, it was called Go Lightly. He's about die. It's like there's so lightly to this.
Now you use Gatorade.
Oh, is that what it is?
Use Gatorade
Yeah,
and
and you gotta mix
Miralax.
them. You use a whole 8-ounce
Thing of Miralax.
of Miralax, that's
Yeah.
right.
So you have to mix, what is it, 2 32-ounce
Yeah.
Gatorade with a bottle of Miralax. And I'm like, whoa.
Well, at least you don't have Go Lightly.
That's right. At least it's just gonna taste like Gatorade.
Yeah.
Because there's no taste in the Miralax. So,
Right.
but, oh
I
gosh.
can't
Oh,
think
yeah.
of all medical advances, why can't they advance that
Exactly.
Well,
aspect?
don't they have like the little pills you swallow now?
Yes. Yes,
Why
that
can't they do
the
that?
with the camera.
Well,
But you still gotta get cleaned out.
yeah, my husband did that, took the pills, because he didn't want to drink the stuff, took the pills. Well, by the time he got done getting all those pills down, he was gagging.
Yeah,
It was a lot of pills to swallow and so many glasses of water
yeah.
it was, and of course, we were not on Medicare at the time, so those pills cost him $100, those pills. So, and he's like, ooh, because he's like, I'm gonna do pills. I'm like, okay, so I'm not drinking that stuff. Well, but neither one of them is good.
Right.
6 of one, half dozen the other.
That's right, that's what I'm saying, you gotta get it that way.
Oh, goodness gracious. Once we get through Sunday morning, it'll be wonderful.
Exactly.
And our breath in and out. And another breath in and out. And when you're ready, taking your arms up overhead and leaning to the right side. Letting that bottom hand fall away and stretching out. And bringing both hands back to heart center. Again, our breath in and out. Taking our arms up overhead, and leaning to the left side, letting that bottom hand fall away, and stretching out. And returning both hands back to heart center. Again, our breath. We'll take that left hand over to our right knee. Right hand travels around behind, overlooking the right shoulder. And as you exhale, slowly turning your torso and seeing if you might be able to look behind you. Coming back to center. Our breath in and out. Right hand, left knee, left hand travels around behind, overlooking the left shoulder. And as you exhale, slowly turning your torso and seeing if you might be able to look behind you on the other side. And coming back to center. Again, our breath. Take both legs wide, stretching out. Right hand to the right ankle, stretching the left over top. Bringing that left hand down to our right toes. Right hand to our right toes. And exhaling down. Nose to that right knee. Inhaling up, left hand, left ankle, and stretching the right over top. Bringing that right hand down to our left toes, left hand to our left toes, and exhaling down. Nose to that left knee. And inhaling up, stretching wide. Left fingers, right toes, and exhaling down. Inhaling up, stretching wide, right fingers, left toes, and exhaling down. Inhaling up, stretching wide, left fingers, right toes, and exhaling down. Inhaling up, stretching wide, right fingers, left toes, and exhaling down. And inhaling up, we'll take the right hand under the right knee, left hand under the left knee, and we're going to exhale forward, bringing our chest as close as we can to the mat. Inhaling up, exhaling down, bringing our chest as close as we can to the mat. Inhaling our torso up, exhaling, bringing our chest as close as we can to the mat. And inhaling up, we'll take both legs together for our forward fold. Inhaling up, bending that right knee, putting that right ankle on top of the left thigh, and stretching forward for the left toes. Taking both legs long, forward fold. Inhaling up, bending that left knee, putting that left ankle on top of the right thigh, and reaching forward for our right toes. Taking both legs long, forward fold. And inhaling up, we're going to bend our knees, putting our feet down, hands behind our hips, and boost our back sides up. We'll think about taking that left leg out and the right arm up. We'll take that right hand to our left toes. And coming back down, a breath in and out. Again, here we go, boosting our back sides up. And this time we'll take that right leg out, stretching the left arm up, maybe connecting the left hand to the right toes. And coming back down, stretching our legs nice and long, right hand to the right shoulder, boosting that right elbow up with the left hand, holding. And then we'll switch left hand, left shoulder, using the right hand to boost the left elbow up. And hold. And releasing out, inhaling our arms up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, and inhaling up, and exhaling down. Coming forward into our table position, hands and knees. And I have some weird thing coming up on my screen here. Could not connect to the internet. That's fabulous. Okay, thank you. Coming into my table.
That's funny.
Getting ready. Here's our cat. Inhaling, tucking my head, arching my back, pulling my tummy up, and holding. And exhaling back around into our cow. And our cat again. Inhaling, tucking my head, arching my back, pulling my tummy up. Exhaling back around into our cow. Last cat. Inhaling, tucking my head, arching my back, pulling my tummy up. And exhaling back around into our cow. I'm going to bring my back side back over my heels. And take both arms up, overhead. Bringing that right hand to the right heel, left hand to the left heel. Little bit of a back bend, looking up. And coming forward into my table. I'm going to put my forearms down on the mat and boost my backside up for dolphin. Dropping my knees onto the mat. Again, I'm raising up my torso, taking both arms overhead. Reaching back with the right hand for the right heel, left hand for the left heel. That little bit of a back bend, looking up. And then coming forward again, putting our forearms down. Getting ready, here's our dolphin. Tucking our toes, bringing our back sides up, and holding. Dropping my knees down to the mat. Again, I'm bringing my torso up, Last camel, right hand to the right heel, left hand to the left heel, little bit of a back bend, looking up. Coming forward again, dropping our forearms onto the mat, and let's dolphin, tucking our toes, picking our backside up, and holding. And dropping my knees back down to the mat, returning back into our table. Our breath in and out. We'll stretch that left leg out to the side. Again, raising up our torso and taking both arms up, overhead. Right hand down to the floor, stretching the left over top. Taking both arms up, overhead. Left hand, left ankle, and stretching the right over top. We'll bring that right hand down to the left ankle and looking off to that left side. And as we hold that position, we're going to exhale, bring our nose as close as we can to that left knee. And bringing both arms back up, overhead. Taking our hands down to the mat, that left leg is still out to the side. We'll bring this left arm underneath the right, left shoulder's headed down to the mat, and we'll take that right arm all the way forward. If you choose, rotating the right shoulder, taking your arm and your fingers on up towards the ceiling. Placing our palms down, straightening our arms. We'll take this right arm underneath the left, right shoulder's headed down to the mat, and we'll take that left arm all the way forward. If you choose, rotating that left shoulder, taking your arm and your fingers on up towards the ceiling. And placing my palms down, straightening my arms. Exhaling down onto my forearms. And exhaling one more time, dropping my forehead onto the mat. And stretching those arms out long in front of me. And unwinding, coming back into our table. Our breath in and out. We'll take that right leg out to the side. Drawing up from the torso, taking both arms overhead. Bringing that left hand down to the floor, stretching the right over top. Bringing both arms up, overhead. Right hand to the right ankle and stretching the left over top. Maybe bringing that left hand down to the right ankle. And as you exhale, think about dropping your nose as close as you can to that right knee. We'll return both arms up, overhead. Bringing those hands down to the mat. We'll bring this right arm underneath the left. Right shoulder's headed down to the mat. And we'll take that left arm all the way forward. If you choose, rotating the left shoulder, taking the arm and the fingers on up towards the ceiling. And placing my palms down, straightening my arms. I'll take this left arm underneath the right, left shoulder's headed down to the mat, and we'll take that right arm all the way forward. If you choose, rotating the right shoulder, taking the arm and the fingers on up towards the ceiling. And then placing our palms down, straightening our arms. We'll exhale down onto our forearms. And exhale one more time, dropping our forehead onto the mat and stretching those arms out long in front of us. And bringing our palms back down and coming back into our table. A breath in and out. We'll turn to the right side, looking back at that right foot. Coming back to center, turning to the left side, looking back at that left foot, and returning back to center. We'll take that right arm all the way out front and bring that left leg out behind us. Bending my left knee, drawing that right elbow back, connecting, left knee, stretching out, bending that left knee, drawing that right elbow back, connecting, left knee, and stretching out. This time as you bend the left knee, we'll take that right hand around and see if we can hang on to those left toes. And coming back into our table. A breath in and out. We'll stretch that left arm all the way out in front and bring that right leg out behind us. Bending my right knee. Drawing that left elbow back, connecting, right knee, and stretching out, bending that right knee, drawing that left elbow back, connecting, right knee, and stretching out. This time as you bend the right knee, bringing that left hand around and see if you can hang on to those right toes. And returning back into our table. A breath in and out. When you're ready, we're going to tuck our toes coming up into down dog. And we'll start by walking the dog. Right knee forward and back, left knee forward and back, just like we're walking. Returning back, down dog. We'll bring that right hand over to the left ankle. Coming back, down dog. Taking that left hand over to the right ankle. Returning back, down dog. Let's walk our feet back into our plank position. And we'll turn this into a side plank. Right palm is down, taking the left arm up overhead. Coming back into our plank. And back into our down dog. Walking our feet back into our plank. We'll take it into a side plank. Weights on the left palm turning to the side and taking that right arm overhead. Coming back into our plank and taking that back into our down dog. And we'll bring the right foot forward, in between both hands in front. And when you're ready, inhaling up for your warrior one. We'll bring both our hands together, extending forward over the right thigh. Bring that right hand back by our hip, pushing the left arm forward. Bringing both arms forward. And back up. Warrior one. We'll bring both hands down on either side of the right foot. Scooting that right foot back into our down dog. We'll bring the left foot forward in between both hands in front. And when you're ready, inhaling up, warrior one. Connecting my palms together, extending forward over the left thigh. Bringing that left hand back by my hip, pushing the right arm forward. Bringing both arms forward. And back up for our warrior one. And we'll take both hands down on either side of the left foot. Scooting that left foot back into our down dog. Can you bring the right ankle to the top of the left thigh, and then reach back with that left hand for those right toes. Coming back into our down dog. We'll take that left ankle to the top of the right thigh, reaching back with the right hand for those left toes. Returning back, down dog. We'll take this into three-legged dog, so weight is on the right foot, and we're going to take that left leg out behind us. Keeping that left leg out behind you, can you walk your hands back and then put them around the right ankle. And returning back into our down dog. We'll put our weight on our right foot, taking that left leg out behind us now, or the opposite leg, I don't remember what we did. Whatever the opposite leg is. And then walking our hands back and putting them around the ankle. And coming back into our down dog. We're going to bend our knees, bringing them down so they're almost an inch off the mat, and hold. Pushing up into our down dog. Bending our knees, bring them down so they're an inch or so off the mat, and hold. Coming back up, down dog. once more, bringing our knees forward so they're an inch or so off the mat. And hold. And coming back up. Down dog. Again, putting our weight on that right foot and taking that left leg once more out behind us. This time we're bending that left knee, turning our hip outward, dropping that foot over our hip. And once again, walking our hands back for the right ankle. Coming back into our down dog. Putting our weight on that left foot as we take that right leg out behind us. Bending my right knee, turning my hip outward, dropping that foot over my hip. And walking my hands back and see if we can put them around the left ankle. And returning back into our down dog. Walking my feet forward, right behind my hands, slowly rolling up, reaching on up, settling into that mountain position. A breath in and out. Here's our triangle. Right foot is forward, left is behind. Arms are out. Right hand, right ankle, and the left arm is up. Maybe taking the right arm and pointing it out to the left side. Bringing both hands around the right ankle. Looking up for our gaze and pose, and making our way back up, stretching my arms out, left fingers, right ankle, and my right arm is up. Maybe taking the left arm and pointing it out to the right side. Bringing both hands around the right ankle, looking up for our gaze and pose, and making our way back up, settling into our mountain. A breath in and out. Triangular side, left foot is forward, right is behind, arms are out, left hand, left ankle, and the right arm is up. Maybe taking the left arm and pointing it out to the right side. Bringing both hands around the left ankle, looking up for our gaze and pose, and making our way back up, stretching my arms out. Right hand, left ankle, and the left arm is up. Maybe taking that right arm and pointing it out to the left side. Bringing both hands around that left ankle, looking up for our gaze and pose, and making our way back up. Settling into our mountain. Breath in and out. Here's our sun salutation. Arms overhead. Coming forward into our forward fold. Hands behind our calves. Relaxing our head. Relaxing our neck. Putting our hands on the mat in front of our toes. Bringing those hands up to our knees. down to the mat, up to our knees, down to the mat, and once more, up to our knees, and down to the mat. Leaving the right foot forward, taking the left behind, into our lunge. Right palm is down, rotating left arm and fingers overhead. Bringing that left hand down, rotating right arm and fingers overhead. Bringing that right hand down, we'll inhale up for our side angle. Right forearm on top of the right thigh, taking the left arm overhead. Only thing we'll change is the position of our arms. Left forearm on the right thigh, and take that right arm overhead. And then taking that into our reverse warrior. Right hands below to the sun. Bringing both hands together. Heart center, connecting my thumbs between my eyebrows, looking up, bringing those hands to heart center, and our twist, left elbow, right knee, turning to the side, and we'll put both hands down by that right foot, getting ready, bringing that right foot back, into our down dog. Tucking my chin, bringing that left knee forward and holding. Putting the left foot down. Tucking my chin, bringing that right knee forward and holding. Putting the right foot down. And then from here, we're going to come up into our chair. So bending our knees, hands out front, just like we're sitting in a chair. We're going to widen our chair stance. Coming back into our chair. And settling back into our down dog. Again, we're bending our knees, coming up into our chair. Widening our chair stance. Coming back into our normal chair. And returning to our down dog. We'll do one more chair, still bending our knees like we're sitting in a chair and taking those arms out front. Widening our chair stance. Back into our normal chair. And returning down dog. We're walking our feet back into our plank. Hip dip right, right hip towards the mat. Coming back into our plank. Hip dip left, left hip towards the mat. And returning back into our plank. And we'll come all the way down. Your choice. Either resting on your forearms for Sphinx, or palms down, and pushing back for Cobra. When you're ready, tucking your toes, down dog. Tucking my chin, bringing that left knee forward and hold it. Putting the left foot down, tucking my chin, bringing that right knee forward and holding. Bringing the right foot down, and then we'll take the left foot forward, the right is behind, into our lunge. Left palm is down, rotating, right arm and fingers overhead. Bringing that right hand down, rotating, left arm and fingers overhead. Bringing that left hand down. We'll come up on our side angle, left forearm on top of the left thigh, and taking the right arm overhead. Only thing we'll switch is our arms, right forearm on the left thigh, and taking that left arm overhead. Taking that into our reverse warrior. Left hand says hello to the sun. Bringing both hands together, heart center. Connecting my thumbs between my eyebrows, looking up. Bringing those hands to heart center. And our twist. Right elbow, left knee, turning to the side. And we'll put both hands down by that left foot. Getting ready, bringing that right foot forward into our forward fold. Slowly rolling upward, reaching up, and settling into that mountain position. A breath in and out. Let's do our tree. Weight is on the right foot. Left foot goes against the right ankle or somewhere along that right leg. Rowing tree, arms overhead. Springtime tree, arms to the side. Back up, rowing tree. And bringing those hands to heart center. Finally settling back into our mountain. Tree other side, weight is on the left foot, right foot goes against the left ankle, or somewhere along the left leg. Rowing tree, arms overhead. Springtime tree, arms to the side. Back up, rowing tree. And bringing those hands to heart center. And finally stepping back into our mountain. Our breath in and out. We'll come forward into our table. And we're headed over onto our backs. Feet down, knees up, arms wide. Our breath in and out. Let's cross the right leg over the left. And then we're going to take both knees off to the left side. Getting ready for our shrimp pose. We'll take that top leg, extending it long with the right hand, reaching around for the toes or the ankle on the bottom. And maybe that left arm comes up towards the ceiling. And then unwinding, feet down, knees up, our breath in and out. We'll cross that left leg over the right. And then we'll take both knees off to the right side. Taking that into our shrimp pose, extending that top leg nice and long. With the left hand reaching around for the toes or the ankle on the bottom. And maybe taking that right arm up towards the ceiling. And unwinding, feet down, knees up. Hug breath in and out. We'll take that right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And we're rolling that right ankle. First one way, and then the other. Pulling my toes towards me, pushing them away, towards me, hand away, and starting that circle with my right leg. Making that circle go around the other way. Taking that right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, lowering that right heel halfway between the ceiling and the floor, and holding. As you exhale the next time, dropping that right heel almost to the mat, not quite there, letting it hover. And then we'll take that right leg all the way up with both hands, reaching for those right toes. And then coming back into our neutral, feet down, knees up. We'll take that left leg up towards the ceiling. And roll that left ankle. First one way, and then the other. Pulling my toes towards me, pushing them away, towards me, and away. And then starting that circle with my left leg. Making that circle go around the other way. Taking that left leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, lowering that left heel halfway between the ceiling and the floor, and holding. As you exhale the next time, dropping that left heel almost to the mat, not quite there, letting it hover. And then we'll take the left leg all the way up with both hands. We're reaching for those left toes. And then releasing out, feet down, knees up. A nice breath in and out. We'll take this into our bridge pose, palms down on either side of our hips, pushing down with our feet, down with our hands, bringing our back sides off the mat, and holding. Releasing out from our bridge pose, we'll go ahead and take this into our plow. So we're going to take both legs overhead and then bring those legs over our line side. And of course, if you're challenging yourself in plow, you'll think about bringing your feet down to the floor. And rolling back into your neutral. And we'll take that into our bridge again, pushing down with our feet, down with our hands, bringing our back sides off the mat, and holding. Resting our back sides down. Again, we're going to take this into our plow. So bringing our legs up overhead, and then we're going to bring those legs over our line of sight. And rolling back into your neutral. We'll do one last bridge. Here we go. Pushing down with our feet, down with our hands. Bringing our back sides off the mat. And holding. Resting our back sides down, and we'll do one last plow. So starting with our legs overhead, and then bringing those legs over our line of sight. And coming back into your neutral. And then we'll roll over and take a moment in child's pose. From child's pose, making ourselves comfortable for our Shavasana, on our backs, sponge pose. And then we'll begin with those deep breaths in and out. Inhaling all the way in and pushing the air all the way out. See if we can extend our inhalation for about 5 seconds. And then push the air out for about 5 seconds. Beginning to notice that place, that pause between your inhalation and your exhalation. Slowly bringing your awareness to your forehead, smoothing out your forehead, relaxing your eyebrows, relaxing that place between your eyebrows. Drawing the relaxation down through your cheeks and into your jaw. Maybe opening your mouth just a little bit as you invite your jaw to relax. Bringing that relaxation down through your neck. And as you exhale, dropping your shoulders, releasing them. Thinking about deepening that place between the bottom of your ears and the tops of your shoulders. Drawing that relaxation down through your arms, into your wrists, softening your hands, releasing your fingers. Allowing your thoughts to just come and go, not dwelling on any one thing. Bringing that relaxation down through your chest, into your tummy, relaxing your hips, softening your thighs, Releasing your knees, lower legs, ankles, and your feet. And taking a moment to drift and melt, slowing everything down. And moving on today's journey, you feel yourself becoming lighter and lighter. So light that you seem to rest up around the clouds. As you look down from the clouds you're resting on, you begin to notice a rainbow. Noticing where that rainbow starts and where that rainbow ends. With your next exhalation, allowing yourself to sink deeply into that layer of clouds, into the warm sunlight, and into that first color of the rainbow. Absorbing everything red has to offer. Remembering some good memory where the color red reminds you of it. Exhaling, dropping into the color orange. Breathing in that color orange. Feeling contented and peaceful. Exhaling again, dropping into that yellow color of the rainbow. Color of happiness, absorbing everything yellow has to offer. Exhaling again, dropping into that green color. Color of healing, absorbing everything green has to offer. Exhaling again, dropping into the blue color of the rainbow. Feeling peaceful and protected. And as we take a moment on our journey today, revisiting any of the colors of the rainbow that seem to call to you, and absorbing all of their good energy. Coming back to your breath, noticing its peaceful, easy rhythm. Taking a moment to give thanks for whatever comes to mind today. Also taking a moment to think about our intentions, all those good things we'd like to do. Gathering those positive affirmations in our mind. And when we have those intentions gathered together, either in our mind's eye, or we can raise our arms up over our head and send all those good thoughts outward. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling out, allowing yourself to drift back up through the colors of the rainbow and rest peacefully on that white billowy cloud. Beginning to reconnect with your body, noticing the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale and as you exhale. Checking in with your fingers, wiggling your fingers, seeing how they feel. Checking in with your toes, wiggling your toes, noticing how they feel. Allowing your senses to bring you back to the room around you. Any sounds in the room, the temperature of the room. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling out. And when you're ready to come back from your journey, only when you're ready to come back, gently sitting up and taking your time. Namaste.